Hello world again. Apologies for that. My stream crashed, like everything crashed. But we should be good at this point, I think. Just kind of getting things back set up. It happens from time to time, it's okay. But to reiterate, we are taking another hop into Elite Dangerous, and we will be attempting to contribute to the community goal, which at present involves some combat, which can be fun. It can be a little grindy, but we're going to give it a shot here. I encourage you, if you're interested in participating, do look up the community goal on like Frontier's website and look up how to do things, because admittedly I'm still a little confused. I have found I've signed up for where my power is supposed to have me sign up since I'm with Federation. Again, just for MacGuffins. And it looks like things froze again. So let me see if I can fix this without ending the stream this time. I will mute and be right back. All right, so from the look of things, I think Meta made some updates that broke stuff. Oh, thank you for the welcome back, Sir May, and hello, Amaya. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Sadly, my incorrectly titled, at this point, Elite Dangerous VR stream will not be VR moving forward. I'm letting the headset update and also trying to update Meta's PC ecosystem in the background, but I think they broke some stuff. Of course, at this time, also Elite Dangerous also looks like a little bit broken, so I'm gonna have to back out and try to fix it as well. Just the curse of being a streamer, I guess. I also shut off my quiz engine since I have to run a local server to make that work to reduce load just in case it is a local issue. But I think it's just a little too many moving parts and too many updates all at once. I didn't do like a test recording before this to see if I could sort it out. Use our lovely little task manager to force close Elite Dangerous. And let's launch that from the start. Of course, something on my to-do list, thanks to the lovely people in Amaya's community. I think it was Kefka who brought it to my attention. The original Elite game is actually available for download and play from Frontier Development. That would be the game that was released, I think, in 1984. I think 84. I think 86 was the Commodore 64 version. But anyway, I have that. I just haven't learned the controls, so I thought that would be a fun kind of retro gaming thing to do sometime. So perhaps in the future we'll use the same overlay and such, and just kind of pop that up on the right. And yes, thank you. I thought that was a very classy thing of them to do. I'm sure at this point where basically none of the systems it was coded for have been made or sold in decades, it's probably not costing them much money. But it's a fun thing to do for the people who enjoy the lore of it and just want to get back to the original story and play. You know, I also did throw meta under the bus because I feel like that's something I tend to do somewhat automatically. But looking at it, at how unstable Elite Dangerous is right now, I did see there were like 2 updates likewise there since I played. So that might be a problem. I'll try to launch it through Steam this time, because I have been launching it locally, which for anyone who's trying to do what I do and trying to run as lean as possible so that you can do some entry-level VR stuff, you can actually launch Elite Dangerous from its executable in its folder installed on your hard drive, rather than through Steam or even the shortcut. Like if you have a shortcut for it on your desktop, double check the path. I think you'll find it's linking off to Steam rather than to the file itself. And the benefit of that usually is you don't have the overhead of having Steam running in the background. And that's interesting. Steam's telling me that it's already running. We can take care of that. So that must have been a stalled process. All part of the troubleshooting. But a secondary benefit of that approach is, you know, while I'm doing this, I may as well, well, I was going to say may as well bring up our little asteroids game, but I think that mutes my microphone, so maybe I won't. We'll just be chatting for now. But VR is a little bit complicated in that, in my case, I'm using a Meta Quest, which uses one VR runtime. And Steam has its own ecosystem. It's got Steam VR, which is a second VR runtime. And like in theory and on paper, both of them can run simultaneously. It's a fairly seamless process. It's fine. However, your PC will be running both runtimes at the same time, which is, again, unnecessary overhead and can just kind of consume resources more aggressively than you would expect. So hopefully we will have the game popping up here. We'll be in flat screen, but that's okay. But yeah, it's a lot of little things that go into trying to stream in VR that add layers to things. I don't have that complicated of an ecosystem. I don't have a lot of alerts and bells and whistles and things like that, but it can still get heavy when you're trying to render stereoscopy and then transmit either a combined version of left and right eye or one eye only for a stream in VR. So there's lots of little tips and tricks that we can do. But we're going to hop back in here and give this another go, see if we can actually participate. And not to call out Amaya if she's still here, but I admit I'm a little bit confused because I thought there was supposed to be a tab over here. Oh wait, choose faction. It's at the bottom now. Conflict zone, choose faction. Well, how do I accomplish that when I'm using stick and throttle? Oh, system factions. Okay, so we've got, well, they're both for the same group, I think. So I guess for now, since the first group we have 96.6% influence with, question mark, let's just go ahead and join these guys? Maybe? Did we join them? Conflict zone, chosen faction. I mean, I have no idea. Yeah, so I thought this was a thing. You can't join them. That's just giving you system info. From just Googling things, I was seeing that for combat zone, you're supposed to show up and join a faction, but maybe this is just a free-for-all. And thank you, Amaya. Because I thought that was the case, but I was a little bit confused. So let's see, we've got a Diamondback Scout here. He's probably, his shields are up. Let's see about this guy here. It's another Diamondback Explorer. His shields are almost down, so maybe we help the other guy with this guy. And this will be kind of an interesting thing, since I see in... oh yes, I did choose a power in the CG. Thank you, Amaya. Chose Federation because I'm with Archer, and I guess that's what I should do. But here's what a bunch of frag cannons will do for you. So he has no more shields. He's boosting. Try to make sure he can't get a firing solution on us. Getting close again. Boosting again. Go ahead and throw night vision on. Burn off the boost. There you go. That took him down to 47% hull. And we'll boost again on him because I think he's trying to run. Oh no, he was just trying to get a good shot on me, which, fair enough. Down to 27% hull, or 28, so roughly 20% hull on a volley with this guy. And there he is. So frag cannons are rather effective at ship-to-ship combat, but ammo can be the issue. So we'll see how well that plays out for me. Oh no, I hit two people at the same time on accident. One guy just kind of flew ahead. We'll see how aggressive that vulture gets on me. I thought I'd go ahead and finish off that Cobra since we were there. Yep, the vulture's tagged as aggroed. There he is. Whoops, that was a miss. Have to be careful with the ammo. So I thought today I'd kind of spend some time working on the CG here. So it'd be a little bit grindy. But we've got, I think the music's still playing. Again, like everything went down, so I'm not sure if everything came back up correctly. Probably, well, I hit him accidentally, so that's why I'm on this fellow. Because I figure I don't want him shooting me in the back when my attention is elsewhere, so I may as well just address it. But I like to start streams with sort of a things I learned today. And this isn't something I learned today. Not even something I really learned recently, but something I was made aware of as a consequence of knowledge that I thought was interesting. Oh, thank you, Amaya. I'm glad the music's coming through okay. Which, by the way, is courtesy of Heel Girl Music. They have a YouTube and, in this case, Spotify channel. And they were kind enough to let me stream their stuff. I want to reach out to them, so I thought that was very cool. But my thing I learned is courtesy of a short by Hank Green, where he was reacting to people posting TikTok videos about their understanding of space and the universe. And largely around the fact that it's been a while, I believe it was within my own lifetime, that we discovered the microwave background radiation that indicates the early status of the universe. And we're able to see that. And I'm aware of it. I know that we can see, if you point a telescope far enough away, the information transmitted through radiation to us ends up at the microwave level, and we can kind of see echoes of the beginning of, all that we know of our universe itself. And that was cool. That was kind of or rather, just world-shaking when that was discovered. But you get used to it. You accept that, okay, well, this is how the universe works. I'm in it. That's normal. But it wasn't until very recently, I don't know if I can get credit for that. No, I don't think so. That through Hank Green's video, I realized that if you take a telescope and point it off, say, pick your favorite star. Just pick a star on the horizon and aim just to the side of it and look way, way out towards the beginning of the universe. You will be able to see the beginning of the universe in this way. But likewise, if you take your telescope and then turn it 180 degrees and point it towards the opposite horizon, you will also see the beginning of the universe. In fact, if you point your telescope in any direction and every direction and look far enough, you will see the beginning of the universe, because the universe isn't directional in that way. There is no specific center for the start of it. We're not at the center of the start of the universe, for sure. But that's just how things work as a property of light, which is kind of neat. So while not exactly a new fact for me, it was a reframing of my understanding of the universe, which I find exciting. There are lots of things that our little monkey brains and lizard brains like to do to keep the world we live in understandable, that may or may not really reflect its true nature. And coming across things like that always excite me, because that's a new way to see things, or a more correct way based on our current understanding anyway. All right, there's another one down. And we've got relatively few aircraft here left, so let's just take a lay of the land. This guy, yeah, we can deal with him. He's a little ways out, but we'll boost over to him. But that's something that I thought was fun. It's down to 62%. I am excited to see your build when you're done with it, Amaya, because you're doing something similar from a weapons standpoint, but you're going to be doing so much more engineering and much better equipment with the Guardian stuff. And I have yet to do anything with Guardian stuff. See if we can... no, I think someone else got that. Do we get credit? Nope. Looks like we don't. I am pledged to Jerome Archer. So actually, am I shooting? Yeah, I should pay attention to that. I may be shooting Archer ships. No, that's Yuri Grom. Denton Patrius. Yeah, I'm with Archer, who's Federation. But I really don't know who's Federation with that and whatnot, which thankfully you're here because you do. If anyone else is watching this now or later, Amaya's streams are fantastic for explaining the in-world lore and interrelationships of things. So where I'm still very new to the game, her streams have been a tremendous resource. So that was a Denton Patrius person that no faction points, or what are they called? Oh, I don't know. The things that let you progress in a power. None of that popped up. But I'm having fun. I mean, that's really what it's about. I'm not getting alerts that I've got a bounty on me or whatever. So I think it's all fine when in a combat zone, like, especially where it says lawless for everybody. I think there's not really a consequence for doing things here. Let's, yeah, took that guy down to, yeah, helped out substantially. So yes, I think you will enjoy the frag cannon build. It seems to be quite effective. I need to do an ammo check next time. Oh, you're shooting at me? You're shooting at me. That's unfortunate. It's a spec ops. Merits, yes, that's what they're called. I'm not getting the pop-up in the top right that I'm getting merits for every kill, so I don't really know how that works. I don't know if it's time-based or kill-based, or you have to get the kill shot. It's not about contributing like dealing with pirates. That's why I'm kind of trying to stay close and get that last hit. It's all still guesswork for me. This is honestly the first I've dealt with combat zones, or I think they call it, it's not CQC. I guess CQC is something different. But usually I just, when I'm doing combat stuff, I'm out hunting pirates because pirates do nasty things. But community goal, I thought I'd give one a try. So here we are. I'm clearly not in open because of how these AI are behaving. This is a relatively unintelligent thing to do when someone is just right on you with frag cannons. But I'm still working on it. Am I in a CZ or a power CZ? That's actually a good question. I'll have to look. I have gotten merits here sometimes. So I will, after I finish engaging with the ship here, have to check on that. And the joys of stick and throttle, when you concentrate, you can really just be glued to somebody. I'm not seeing my ammo listed for my frag cannons. Did they change that? It used to be I could see rounds left. It's not reporting anything. Or do I have infinite ammo? Because it's a medium. I am definitely confused today. I feel like I should be getting low on ammo here. Yeah, this guy's only got 10%. Oh, nice boost. 10% left here. We'll try to polish him off and then have another look. All right, there we go. Another one down. Let's kind of look at the fur ball. Yeah, so there's some merits there. And the system I'm in, it says it's independent, controlling powers Yuri Grom. I thought I read that you had to be somewhere that was not within your power for the CZ. I could be wrong. I guess while we're here, what I was going off of is it told me it would put indicators on my map for places to go. And those may have changed since I last logged in. I was trying to find these places that have these little red things. Wonder if power is being attacked. So, looking at this, do I need to go to either the red or the blue icons for the CZ? Or community goal? Looks like red indicates a power that the Federation... Whoops. Somebody decided to say hello. And he's being ganged up on, so that works for me. Let's get on his engine nacelles and just kind of try to hold a broadside here. What I found with the frag cannons is if you... Whoops. That was a poor shot. If you can end up where you see more of the ship, like so, more of the shot will land. You'll have fewer misses, which means more damage on target. So I try not to do jousting with the frag cannons. I try to lay in damage that way. little bit helpful. Looks like he's taking, I think, internal explosions from munitions, which is a neat thing that you can do with frag cannons as well sometimes. If they've got a lot of explosive ammo and you hit their stores, it can go boom and boost the damage done. Okay, so Amaya's super awesome here. Thank you. You're being the hero of the day. Let's see. So she says, so the blue icons are undermining. You can go to those and complete power CDs and get merits that way. The red icons are ones you want to reinforce. There are various ways you can reinforce the system. I'm still learning. I am learning too. So thank you for all your shared knowledge. I think what we might do is kind of bail on this because I feel like more ships are spawning. Maybe. And we'll go have a look at that other location. Particularly the blue marked one. Or one of them. How far away is that? Being undermined by our power. Okay, that's 2 jumps. That's not bad. So we will stow our cannon. All-powered engine's going to boost our way out. Yes, actually, thank you. Where Amaya says that way you'll have ships fighting with you in the CZ. That would be fantastic. The Python Mark II is pretty tanky, being honest. I haven't had my shields busted yet, but it is nice to have, even just for avoiding the boredom of it. Having more guns on one target gets you moving through things faster. Which is great. And sadly, no quiz since I turned my server off. But that's okay. We're working on the community goals. Oh, sure. By all means, let's I'll throttle back, let this do its thing. And once we get out of our jump, I'll pull up the galaxy map. Already you can see the galaxy map is somewhat noisy in terms of jump patterns because you taught me how to not use the most fuel efficient route and instead get places a lot faster. So I kind of leave that on by default now. So click on the blue icon you want to go to, which I'm at one, but here we go. I know you can click on like route or clear destination in this case since I'm already there. Here's how to bookmarks. Okay, on the panel to the right, here we are. Click on the power play icon in the right panel. There's a power play icon over here? Oh, there is. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it's controlled by Yong Rui, and it's being undermined. Oh, I had no idea this was here. That's brilliant. Gives a status of control and fight for control for the area. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, it does tell us local activities. Yes, okay, so yeah, there's so much to this game I have yet to learn. This is, instead of just shot in the dark and moving around blind, I was just looking for some system that had combat zones that looked like it might work. This is brilliant. So humanitarian commit crimes. I'm not committing crimes. I mean, maybe a combat zone does that, but this is, oh, you just discovered this yesterday? Well, thank you. That makes me feel a little bit better, but also encouraging that for people who've been with the game for a while can still be finding new things that help them explore and enjoy the galaxy. Because I am still not over the fact that here we are, and this just is dizzying every time I do it. I mean, all these places we can go. I'm looking forward to that. Eventually, I do want to go out and do some exploration like you have. but I'm still too afraid to leave my little familiar world. Okay, so maybe this particular system doesn't have combat zones? I think well, no, I'm already in Super Cruise. Interesting. So I'm going to circle back to the star. Oh. Oh, no. I'm sorry, my mistake. I did just say it would take 2 jumps, so I'm not actually at my destination yet. Oops. We'll see when we get there. Got my little Dreams of Cthulhu squadron logos on there. I think just for streaming purposes to be fun, I've been wanting to use my little Cobra Mark V more, but for the community goal, this ship has got a lot more survivability and can do damage a lot faster. So even though it's grindy, I figured why have people sit through a lot of very, very slow combat to get a single bunch of stuff when I can do it a little bit more efficiently in our little floaty boat trademark ship. There we go, we've got some fuel. Let's have a look, and yeah, there are power conflict zones. That sounds right, I think. Let's head on over and see. Oh, that's pretty. I like how the, well, I don't know if those are stars or those are planets in orbit that are glowing from here. Okay, so select the power CZ and it should tell you who's fighting in it. Oh, that's a good point. Local activities, mercenary. What about this one? Yeah, scanning the nav beacon probably would have been a good call. So let's go back to that. I honestly don't even remember how to do that. I think you just get close to it, it happens automatically. I'll have to check my binds for any scanning systems. So I do have, oh, there's a data scanner there. Okay. Oh, no worries. Honestly, I appreciate any and all help and tips, even if we're learning together. That's honestly the fun of it. I love this game for the learning. And I mean, I play it in VR usually, and that's amazing, but I only have it on like 1080 on flat screen, and it looks incredible. I keep forgetting how beautiful this game still is after 10 years. It's astounding. So we'll hop on over, say hello to our little nav beacon buddy, see if we can get some more information about what's going on. And interestingly, like I'll leave this on Super Cruise Assist doing its thing. For the community goal, I'm credited with some reinforcement and undermining effort. So whatever I was doing in the other system, where I was sort of testing it out yesterday, maybe yesterday it was a system that mattered and now it's not. It's a changing universe, so who knows? Oh, coming in a little bit too fast. Kill off our speed. I don't think... Oh, there we go. Where's me? Nav beacon. I kind of lost my lock. Oh, it was right there. There we go. Cycle back to it. I don't know if I need to... Also, where did the data scanner go? There we go. It just kind of fell off the HUD thing. Alright, so we honked the system. Wait a minute. Do I have 3? No, sticky keys, leave me alone. I may have 3 fire groups instead of 2. Do I? I do. What is this? Well, no. I can add a 3rd. Map beacon is usually the white marker on the map. So now I want to go back into Super Cruise. Yep. Can do. Go ahead and mark these places as the location. Get things kind of configured back the way I want them. It'll take a little bit for me to be able to hit Super Cruise because I have my frameshift drive inactive when hardware is deployed. Why are you still there? Okay, there we go. So, there we go. Super Cruise Assist. Frameshift drive is charging. Or reinitializing, I think we should say. There we go. And now we can hop on over. Might want to cycle through a couple of power CZs to find your pledged power. That's a good point. Let's see what they say. That one says mercenary still. There are a lot. Oh, I won't see it in this menu? Oh, fair enough. I guess we can just kind of hop over and explore in person. Oh, I had my, I was aligned with targets, so when I hit overdrive, it just immediately killed it. It will be top right menu when cruising. Oh. Neat. Yeah, being within a certain distance does make sense. Thank you. That's just the standard power play stuff. Okay. So let's give another boost here a try. I'm still feeling out when to kill Super Cruise Overdrive so that I don't overshoot or get sucked into a gravity well. Usually I kind of try to do the NASA Space Shuttle thing of weaving back and forth to bleed off speed. This puts us about a minute out, which gives us a chance to kind of keep an eye on that panel and see if anything pops up. In the meantime, I'm going to try to reorient my phone for Twitch chat. There we go. So that's more in my line of sight. Hopefully I won't miss things you all say as easily now. Doing a little bit of cable management as well. It's a blessing and a curse. I have a lot of lovely things going on here. I've got finally a new keyboard and mouse, which are amazing. I'm still kind of moving in, getting used to the mouse settings. But previously, the keyboard I had was at least 15 years old, and the mouse was probably 20 years old, maybe. So they'd seen some use and they needed repair. So I've got new mouse and keyboard. I've got the Sci branded X52 stick and throttle system, courtesy of eBay for about 26 bucks. And then I have the VR headset with its controllers over here, so there's a lot of stuff to move around. I even have my PS4 controller at my PC now for when I was giving Battlefield 6 a try, intending to play Red Sec, but I installed the base game along with it. I was like, well, okay, why not? So for vehicle stuff, I'll just grab the controller, and it's a little more tolerable. I wish I knew how to use the stick and throttle intelligently with the game, because from what I can tell, if they're plugged in, it just default accepts and uses their input, which messes with me because it wants my throttle to be center, to be zeroed. Otherwise, it has me spinning around because it interprets it as input when you're in infantry as well. And I removed the center stop for the throttle for the purpose of Elite Dangerous because I wanted to have that 100% range instead of it being split where I've got above 50 is forward and below 50 is rear. That's how I'm able to kind of closely hug ships in this game by being right on the tail of things with that whole range to either forward or reversed. I can be much more granular in the amount of thrust I'm using. So here we go. In the top right, we're seeing some discoveries. I think we're discovering the planet and the moons thereof. We're getting closer to conflict zone. I don't know why, but I kind of like aligning with the orbital planes as I approach things. Just kind of pretties it up on the screen. And Amaya says she's forgotten what she was doing in the game. Is that for Elite Dangerous, do you mean, or Battlefield 6? I think it's very easy to get confused in each. Don't drop. Hang on. All right, let me kill throttle. Try retargeting the CZ. We can do that. Let's target a different one. Target back. And I don't see anything at the top right there. New contacts, new signals discovered. I don't know. I'm thinking of just... We've got others to pop into. Yeah, I honked the system. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, yeah, and I turned Super Cruise Assist off. I forgot about that. But that's a good point. Let's go ahead and... just for safety's sake... Maybe I didn't. Oh, I did not. There we go. So that's Felicia Winters. So she's not relevant to me. Good call. That's a Jerome Archer location. Oh, Amaya, you're a lifesaver. Look at that. This is... I had no idea. And it's... So, blessing and curse of this game. I both love and hate this fact. It really doesn't get under my skin because there's not really consequence for death. But... there is just so much you can do, and there's really not a whole lot in the way of explanation. Alright, so here we are. And I don't know, I thought there'd be more. Weird. Alright, conflict zone. Make sure you don't shoot power ships. Yeah. Yeah, I think Inara has tracked my occasional blunders where I think maybe 2 or 3 times since I've started playing I have misidentified a ship. Oh, nice. I heard something over the radio. That was fun. So that's a rival ship. I need to be in combat mode with my weapons up. Let's look for somebody who's already been ganged up on. But sorry, yes, I was saying I have accidentally tagged ships before by not paying attention. The worst thing is using frag cannons. Like before when I was just in a lawless combat zone, if someone just flies in front of you, this guy looks like easy pickings. It's easy to hit somebody with the pattern of the frag cannon accidentally, unless you're really on top of someone and make sure that all shot gets absorbed by your target. So that's something to be aware of for frag cannons. Friendly fire is not that hard to accomplish. I thought I'd go ahead and give him a little bump. Oh yeah, like I may actually have to go somewhere and pay off a fine or something if I'm wanted. We'll see if it happens. But yeah, if I attack somebody and start taking fire from friendlies, I'm bailing. Like this guy, the same type of ship, but it's probably archers. So if I wasn't paying attention, I could have just fired on him. Alright, so that's one down. We will see... Okay. What? That was okay. That's a decent amount of money and also a lot of merits. My gosh, a lot of merits. Let's see what's going on here. So you're mean, you're firing on a friendly. It's bound to be somebody else friendlies are ganging up on. First of all, is there someone firing at me actively? Yes, apparently there is. We're down to 44%. Do a little pip management. Try to get firing. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's being ganged up on for sure. I'm out. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's funny. Well, I was wondering if I had infinite ammo, and apparently I don't. Let's go ahead and get some rounds in him anyway, see if we can get credit. So yeah, completely out of ammo at this point. But we know where to go, so this is progress. I'll hang around and see if I can, like, help with, you know, all power to shields here, because you still have one weapon. Boom. There we go. I might be able to... I might have materials, but I have no idea how to fashion anything. See who these guys are ganging up on next. Ooh, careful, buddy. This looks... It is pretty chaotic out here, being honest. Let's... No one's shooting me right now, so... assets, goods, data, consumables, inventory, materials... Good materials. Synthesis! Maybe this is where we go. So we need... Plasma munitions. Explosive munitions? Question mark? Maybe? Oh, that's remote flak munitions. It's not remote flak. High velocity munitions. Oh, I'm taking some fire here. Let's have a look at that. Oh, not bad. Chaff, heat sinks, life support, caustic, SRV stuff. Well, let's experiment then. We know it's not plasma. We know it's not guardian. I'll try explosives. No modules available. I may need to have a refinery. Large caliber munitions. That's a good call. Large caliber, insufficient materials, of course, because I've not really done any mining yet. Well, that's okay. Oh, I was supposed to be targeting enemy spec ops anyway. You know what, that's fine. Let's find a friendly-ish place to be. Yes, well now you know, absolutely. I mean, that's really been my experience in this game. Where I am still, I guess at this point, 3 months in, but time doesn't really measure it. I haven't been active in the past couple weeks because of the holiday. But there is so much to learn, and things like this remind me of my early experience when I started off just with a little Sidewinder. Oh, my point defense is putting in work. So yeah, someone's wailing on my ship. But you see, shields are down, and my hull's fine. It's fine. The Mark IIs are tanky enough. I can just sit there and look at my systems and not be stressed. But yeah, I don't want to burn out on this game. I I don't want to know everything and have been everywhere. And given how much there is, you can't be everywhere. But I'm willing to take my time. I'm sure everyone wants to have a fleet carrier and a squadron carrier and cool things like that. But I'm not really in a rush. I'm trying to enjoy the journey, and things like this are part of it. So thank you so much for being here, because I would be absolutely lost. I had no idea how to do this. Oh, and Maya says you won't be. I've been playing for a couple of years and I still don't know everything. And I know how studious you are, is the thing. You have learned so much and know so much about not just the game mechanics, but the game world, that it is humbling to hear that someone like you has not mastered it at a level of, like, you know everything off the top of your head. So kudos to the game devs. Landing pad 3, I think it says. And likewise, combat. So far, I have just been shooting NPC pirates. I haven't done any player versus player stuff. And this is my first go at combat zones. I didn't know anything about how they worked or what to expect or what they should look like. And no, I'd say you're an excellent pilot. You have to be a good pilot to do exploration, because you're out there tens, hundreds, thousands of light years away from habitable space, or rather inhabited space. I suppose it's habitable. And yet, if you make one wrong move, you can just crater into a planet. So you can't be a bad pilot and be that far out from rescue and anyone else. Combat, it's going to be more about getting comfortable with the new control system. Which, by the way, if you don't mind my asking, I don't mean to bother you if you just want to lurk, but how are the stick and throttle treating you? Have you had much chance to move into those in this game yet? Or are you just trying it in Battlefield? Oh, I haven't set them up yet. Oh, well then I'm hoping you're in for a treat. It's kind of a lot. I don't remember which of these we were at, but we'll find out. It's kind of a lot and less at the same time. At least on my set, I don't remember how many buttons are there on this. I think like 34 or 42 or something like that, but I've got a lot. I've got 3 hats, a built-in mouse, 2 wheels on the throttle that can be used for scrolling things up and down, a slider, which is what I have bound to my radar, which you can't really see right now, but once we get in the combat zone, I'll show that off. And then there is a knob button, a 3-position knob on the stick, that for each position, every button can have a different bind. So then 34 or 42 or whatever buttons, every one of those has 3 times that. And then there is another trigger under the pinky, which can be used to create alternate binds. So that means a total of 6 different control sets bindable for all the 30 or 40 buttons, which is kind of wild. Busy taking care of stuff and getting... Oh yeah, the new work schedule. Officially on nights now, return to streaming soon. That would be amazing. I have been enjoying the Witcher series. That's another game that I've not personally played. I had friends in college who were very into the first Witcher game. And I need to do something about that sticky keys thing. Figure out... I just learned this. 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Yeah, that's a rough schedule. Night shift is no fun for anyone. And I just learned it, and I've already forgotten how to figure out who is here. I didn't see something. Okay, that's a nice bump in pay. Very nice. And you can complain. You have every right to complain. It's not a normal sleep schedule. It can impair appointments and grocery trips and whatnot and socializing. So yeah, it can be hard and still compensated. It should be compensated. They're inconveniencing you. I'm tempted to just come back and honk the system again and see if I get anything out of that, because I don't remember. That just disappeared. My scanner keeps just dropping out of my this is weird. Okay, so let's just scan some ships. See what that tells us. See if it tells us powers. Alright, they're an opposing power. Okay, that's Duval, so this is probably not where I should be. Let's try the next one. Oh, I really shouldn't have done that. Took my engines offline, so I have to wait for them to, yep, have to initialize, power back up. There's probably a more intelligent way to do this, I just don't know it yet. I feel like that left panel, there should be something there that tells me that information. Alright, so here we are. I didn't see something pop up. Let's fly a little closer and see what kind of ship powers we see. Was there when I saw it? It was there, I saw it. Okay, well, we've got Yongluri and whoever else. Kane. So if those are the two powers, likewise, this probably isn't where I should be. Yeah, there's a lot of ships close by, so let's just boost a little bit, go all power to engines, get out of the little furball. Oh, I hate that sticky keys thing. Ooh. I'll take another look here, because that's showing mercenary on the left. But I swear there was information on the right. That was Super Cruise Assist that dropped me out, I think. I see stuff. I see debris. Yep. Alright, who do we have? We've got Grom. I would think that a friendly power would just light up with the green arrows highlighting it. Of course, there's also the risk of where I keep bouncing between them. I may be moving between the same points, honestly. So let's see. Let me pick one that's a little bit further away. How about this one? Because I know I haven't visited that yet. But yeah, while I've got the map up here, I can zoom in and zoom out to any sub-level of my little radar with a slider on the stick. So the joy of stick and throttle or dual sticks is you have so many buttons and they're so useful. The pain is getting them set up so things are just exactly where you want them. Alright, look top right when you get into Super Cruise. Will do. Alright, that does say, yeah, so that's Felicia Winters. So let's try to pick a different one. That's a Jerome Archer location. Okay. So we will go ahead and proceed this way. You know what, though? Are there any closer ones? Now that I know where to look. Come up here. That's Grom. That's Kane. That's Duval. Sticky keys. And that's Archer. So yes, since that's closer, I think I'll head back there. See if I can... Sorry for the cough. I wish I could bookmark a location because the names are all the same there. But at least I know how to find it. And thank you again for the tips, because I would just be bouncing around aimlessly. It's a consequence of going from VR to flat screen. Like, I'm used to moving my head to look to the top right. So moving my eyes to look to the top right. Sometimes I just forget to do it. The information will be right there on screen and I don't read it. But hey, I mean, I picked the screen name DODRingIdiot. It's not, hey, walks smoothly, knows what I'm doing. It's all a learning process. So, in theory, this is where we need to be. And we will start encountering stuff. Let me, yep. Dial. There we go. There we go. We get by with a little help from our friends. See if anyone's being really ganged up on. No, this guy's probably not going to do so well. We've got pretty good angle on his hull. I kind of botched that shot. It's alright though. Shifting more power to engines there so I can keep up with him, because it feels like he's trying to get a firing solution on me a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna boost to get a little closer, a little bit behind him. Yeah, he's aware. The nice thing about the frag cannon build in general is frags do not require a lot of power. Oh no, don't ever apologize for all the info. Like, I am literally floating out here in the void with no clue what I'm doing. Oh, he's got frags too. I appreciate all tips. I know some people have like a no backseating tag and stuff like that. That's not me. I mean, maybe for some sort of game that's got a, it's very plot heavy, narrative rich, maybe, but no, for this, I don't know. I need to learn. Yes, my little floaty boat. Floaty boat TM in this case. I would love to get Floaty Boat Senior to the point where I could just park it in a combat zone and I got 100. What? Why did I get those credits? Wait. I'm not. I will take it. Yeah, I agree. Like, the games like The Witcher, you wouldn't want a backseat for that. I don't know why I'm getting these credits for. That's weird. Oh, I guess the team defeated the Spec Ops wing. Okay. Yes, thank you. All enemies were defeated. That's good. Okay. I still want to finish this guy. The Witcher being so good in story, I wouldn't want that spoiled either. And you're not going to have that for me because I don't know anything about it. For sure. I just tune in for the mellows. I am wasting so much ammo on this guy. Oh, his shields are back up to 50. This is exactly what not to do with frags. I'm just sitting here jousting with him. Got a little bit of a better shot there. Trying to use my thrusters a little more intelligently. Someone else is putting some thermal damage on me, or maybe they were trying to hit Tortenson, and I got in the way. Alright, shields are back offline. I'm gonna boost and try to trying to get a more of a broadside shot on him, but he's really flying right by, making it hard. Ah, okay, that's good. That was some decent damage. You say you've noticed if you fail the minigame in CZ, then the red team usually starts winning. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. There we go, we got rid of him. Mini care package. Oh, there are care packages as rewards. That's cool. I didn't know that. Alright, let's look for somebody. This guy, he's been pretty ganged up on. He's already at about 50% hull. Shield just came online, but that's okay. Gives me a chance to get into a decent position. Get off of his guns. And this is where I use thrusters to just try to keep myself positioned on the broadside of the ship so I can just lay damage in. Fortunately, he's kind of big and slow. Oh, he's coming for me, though. Do we want to boost? I think we can manage without a boost. We can work our way back close again. Yes, I love frag cannons. They are so rewarding because it speeds things up tremendously. And there we are. Another one down. Just kind of getting a sense on the radar of how many ships there are. There is someone apparently engaging me, so let's go look at KT Guest. And thank you again. Yeah, we are racking up some merits here. What I don't know, though, and I assume isn't possible, is where I'm with Federation. I forget if you're... I think you're Alliance? Are you? And Kefka's Empire, or do I have that backwards? Like, it seems like a lot of us on your server are just accidentally aligned with different powers. So I don't know if we could help each other with this. I feel like we might create problems if we tried to assist. Or maybe not. Maybe, like, if you jump in, you can just help somebody. Yeah, I do have a kill warrant scanner, actually. I just haven't been using it because I forgot about it. Let's see, large ships. Oh, and the power plant. Yeah, the thing there is, oh, you're pledged to Imperial. Yeah, I don't think Imperial and Federation can, like, work together on this CZ. I do know, like, I have a mouse wheel, basically, that, see where I just selected power distributor, frame shift drive, power plant. I can do that very easily with my, hilariously, my left middle finger. But I don't think that matters that much with frags, because I don't know if frags do module damage. I don't know if they have absolute damage as a component. I think they only damage hull and can penetrate shields a little bit. So let's go ahead and get a kill warrant scan on this guy, since he's not quite just dead. Almost. There we go. We've got his power plant targeted. Sure they do? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Try to get a... Nope, not hitting it yet, but that doesn't, you know, it's just random chance. Oh, these shields keep back on. It's not for long. Bonk. I was trying to. I think he evaded the last second. He's a little more agile. There we go. Wait. Oh, that's right. He still had like 2% shield left. So here. There we go. That should finish him. But yes, let me try that on something else. Assuming I still have ammo left here. You're friendly. What are you shooting at? You're doing okay. But you know what? Let's go ahead and... That's a point defense. Frame shift drive. Shield booster. It's usually right after the drive. Power distributor. Power plant. Okay. So there we go. Is he disabled already? No, he's just... very dangerously just kind of sitting there. Okay. Well, there's our kill warrant scan, and let's get a little bit closer and just dump some ammo into that power plant. Yeah. You know, I think you're right, because it dropped it down to... Yeah, look at that. Oh, wow. I have learned so much today. For cycling through modules, I don't actually have it on a key, I have it on a wheel. The X52 stick has a mouse wheel built into the throttle under your middle finger. So I can just scroll up. I do know that you can hit like usually a certain number of times and end up on it, but this is just a convenient position for me. So again, let's dial in frame shift drive power plant. There we go. Kill warrant scan up. I could have sworn it told me how much ammo was left in the frag cannons when I wasn't actively shooting it. But it's been a little bit. That could be me, not an update. Oh, sorry. I was saying that I don't actually have a hotkey bound. It's to what is functionally a mouse wheel on my throttle. So I can just flick my finger back along it and scroll through to a certain point, which makes it a little bit hard sometimes to scroll a specific number of times, but also helps me scroll pretty fast. So its power plant's at 73%. Let's see if I can get closer this time, lay more damage in, specifically on the point. But yeah, power point's down to 34. That is huge. Okay, that's a tremendous quality of life improvement today. One, I can actually participate in the group community goal, and two, you've shown me how to be way more efficient with ammunition. That's tremendous. Yeah. That's outstanding. You still had 39% hull, and we got the power plant down. Let's see, who's next? You're kind of hurting. Yeah, definitely hurting. Vultures are neat. I just don't love the short or small number of hard points. I think they're medium or large because they're bigger than normally for a ship that size, which is cool, but I like having lots of hard points. Alright, buddy, so let's go ahead and select your... Ooh, this drive's almost dead. Frame shift drive, there's the power plant. Yep, and it's done. Power plant's at 0. Nice. Oh, that is game changing. I'm gonna be unstoppable? No. I can certainly stop when I run out of ammo. But I just can't imagine what your ship is gonna be. It's gonna be beastly with full frag cannons and prismatic shields, because I don't have prismatics and I will not have them for a very long time. Are we getting up on this guy? I think we are. So let's go ahead and grab his power plant, scan him. I don't know how much ammo we have left, so I might just give him a little tap to check on that. Yeah, power plant down to 45%. And of course I say, I'm going to tap him to check my ammo, and then I immediately ignore my ammo and look at the power plant because I'm so excited. Oh, you're using Biweave shield. Oh, okay, well, I think I've got a Biweave on this. I'll have to check. I think. Oh, yeah, he was so nose on, I wasn't able to get a good hit on the power plant with that run. That's okay. Oh, maybe? Nah. I thought he'd fly into that kind of laterally. Yep. That took 10% down. I had been ignoring this. Like, I was trying it with beam lasers to do module damage, and it was such chip damage, it was pathetic. Or maybe none was even happening. Yeah, his power plant's down. That's amazing. Oh, yeah. I had not even tried this with the frags. I just assumed that I had the damage type wrong. Is he still up? Okay, I was waiting for him to explode. You've got to earn more merits before you unlock prismatic. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hear that. The pro of Germ Archer is I get those, um, what do they call it? Pacifier frag cannons a lot sooner. The con is I don't get prismatics until way later. I don't even know what the rank is at this point. I need to remember to... I think I'm over scrolling. I may be scrolling through this twice. There we go. Frameshift drive, power plant. Okay. Kill warrant scan. He's down to 23% anyway. This helps me be conservative on ammo, letting other people do some damage. I do want to get a tap in before he dies. 14%. Do we let the kill warrant scan resolve? No. I'm just going to go ahead and get a tap on. There we go. So hopefully we should get credit. And yeah, this CG, like, I had never done a combat zone. And I don't know if this is normal for combat zones, but the merits earned in this are crazy. I used to earn, like, I'd go around scanning ships just to earn merits, right? Like 15 merits at a time or something. Because I think I'm still, like, rank 15 or 17 or something. Maybe just 12. There's this power plant. Sorry, I was mentally noting to myself that I should be using thrusters more because I can't outturn everything necessarily stock. So yeah, this is turning into quite a bit of fun. It's more interesting than just hunting pirates. There's less downtime. The ships are kind of better built. They're a little more challenging to fight. I know I'm just in medium combat zones. And for sure, I am flying either solo in private. I think I'm in private. I can't swear to it. But if I really thought I was a hotshot, I could drop in public and be humbled. Because, yeah, there are people with way better ships and way better piloting out there. What are you? Yeah, you're in trouble. Let's go ahead and... There's power plants. Start a kill warrant scan. I just need to monitor their stuff. 63% hull so that I don't get hits in a little too late. I do apologize again for all the false starts and the technical difficulties. I just decided like, well, okay, so if the VR stuff's being a little bit weird, I'll let those updates resolve and hopefully they'll fix things rather than break them. And we'll just do flat screen for now. I think he's just adrift. Yeah, his power plant's pretty toast. Yep. Oh, that is so nice. I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of that. Let's have a look. Anyone else being ganged up on? Not necessarily ganged up on, but... Frameshift drive, power plant. Their shields went down. We've got their power plant targeted. Scan them just for fun. See if I can work into a nice... Oh, they dropped chaff. I'm going to get on their flat side here. There we go. It's a little better. I am noticing my point defense are deactivated. I'll have to look at my power management. Maybe I've got some module damage or something. Alright, all but 2 frag cannons are out of ammo at this point, so that's okay. You know, I do, if you know, it's okay if you don't. I have a question. Now that I'm looking in that top right, I'm seeing 2 bars, like a white bar and a blue bar. Am I supposed to stay engaged until one of those bars does a thing? Oh yes, I do need to put more energy into weapons, you're correct. Or can I just pop out and come back in at will? That's... Oh, another miss. That ammo is precious. I need to be careful. Interesting. Who's shooting at me? Because it's not this guy. I only have one frag cannon left with any ammo. Alright, you know, here. Bonk. My ship's tanky, yours is not. You want to play chicken, we can play chicken. There we go.
Nicely done, Commander.
Oh, it'll restart. Yeah, you lose progress. That's a shame. Yeah, if you run out of ammo, you run out of ammo. That's true. I mean, there's only like 3 ships left here, right? So I think as long as I tap this guy, this should resolve. I just don't know what the bars in the top right mean in this context, unless they constantly spawn ships in, and it's the bars up right that I should be paying attention to. Oh, top right, your team, bottom's the enemy. Okay, good. So my team's okay. Maybe it's how many that are left. Yeah, because there would be very few enemy left. Come on, buddy. Alright. I got a tag in. See if we can target that power plant. Shields are down. Oop. Should have been using thruster on that. Yeah, because now there's a lot more ships out there. I thought we were down to 3. Interesting. Let's say hello to this guy. Yeah, that took 8 off from the ram. I love how he drops chaff. Chaff is not going to assist you from another ship literally plowing into you. But good thinking. I applaud the defensive instinct. I want to fill that bar. Okay, so this may be worth noting. I know I started this very inefficiently using ammo because I wasn't targeting the power plant. But we may want to switch some of our frag cannons over to something. Because I don't think I'm going to fill that bar using only frags. I suppose in theory I could just let my friendlies, yeah, now I'm 100% out of ammo. I could let them do all the fighting, but that would probably take a while to resolve. And I might get killed if I try to AFK it. So let's shift all powers to engine and shields. Got my point defense doing their thing. Stay on this guy 6. He's getting hit pretty hard anyway. Oh, I was trying to bump him. I got a proximity warning, but I don't think I collided. Or no, I guess I did, because my shields did drop down. So he's at 41%. Roll back over, give him a look. You're focused on merits because you're trying to unlock modules. You know, I am too, honestly. I would like the rewards from the community goal, but I don't really know anything about multi-cannons. The few times I've tried to run them, it had felt like a deeply suboptimal choice. There we go, bonk. So after I get this guy dealt with, I might have a look at where I am in the power play scheme of things. And honestly, this is surprisingly relaxing. It being combat, it's just kind of flying around, doing the thing. I suppose that's a consequence of being in the Python Mark II, where really the only damage I've taken so far this run has been self-inflicted, where I've intentionally rammed other ships. Are you running away? I think he's running away. Yep. That's alright. That gives me an excuse to kind of park and have a look at stuff. And Maya says she's honestly not too worried in the grand scheme of things, at least not right now, because I don't know much about power play. I don't either. Like, I picked the power that I'm with just because of the unlock tree. I don't know anything about him, his politics, if the politics matter in game, honestly. So let's see here. frameshift drive with SCO. Shields. Shield generator. Would it say if it was a bi-weave there? Maybe it isn't. And then I guess power play is over here as well, I think. Yeah, so I'm ranked 16, I guess. 16 with Archer. And I think... Yeah, 34 is the first time you get a MacGuffin. So I have quite a ways to go before I get those pacifiers. My Suchi thinks that the CZs are going to be the best source right now for merits. You'll get 10k merits for participating in the CG. That would be awesome. That would be huge. I could really benefit from that. And yeah, so I wouldn't worry if you can finish the CZ. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right, because I could just sit here and hope that eventually happens, but that might take hours. I think the more intelligent move would be to hop back and rearm here. It's nice that there's a station fairly close by, too. Throttle up to gauge. Give it a little boost. Let that do its thing while I have a look at my sticky keys alert from Windows. And oh yes, I need to do the thing. So see if I can remember how to do this. Oh, I was right here. Go ahead and drop me off. That's okay. I swear it's here. Where's the... Oh, Squadron Bank. Okay. And... credits? Yeah. That's a thing I have to relearn every time I do this. It's just, you'd think you'd remember. Alright, so now let's see if we can park and get some goodies. Oh no! The station is busy. We'll watch for someone else to land or take off, because... Yep, there he is. I bet that's it. Oh, flat screen is so weird, like... Oh, and forgive me, I'm gonna have to drop out and ban our little bot here. I mean, I will stay in stream. We have some time to kill anyway, but like, no, no. In stream. Just waiting on whoever that is to do their thing and leave. I probably could do this faster on my computer, but I'm using my phone for monitoring chat right now, so it's kind of practice on that. Just because I don't quite have the horsepower to run an overlay while I'm in VR. Alright, so we will ban our bot. And off he goes. Sorry for that. I really need to look up the things that they post and add that stuff to my auto-modding kind of thing. 'Cause I feel like that's rude. I don't want to have those kinds of advertisements just spat at people for being here. Oh, it's repositioning itself. That's fine. There we go. All right. I need more bullets. There we go. Okay, so we should be good. Ah, yes, thank you, Sir May. Yes, away with the bots. I probably need to pick your brain on how to properly set up those chatbots, because you do a really good job with your streams of making sure they don't bother people. And I do appreciate that, because likewise, very mellow streams. Okay, navigation. How did I know which of these to go to? Oh, that's right. So we enter Super Cruise. So we'll go ahead and select one. And we'll get away from the station. Just from a psychological perspective, it's fascinating how much of this game you learn, and it gets to a point of being kind of muscle memory. And how much I have to relearn that it feels like so complex, and then like 2 days later, it no longer does. All right, so I'm going to throttle down a little bit so we can check these out. I feel like it was like the fourth one away. That's Kane. That's Grum. Sticky Keys. Duval. So in theory, it's the second conflict zone from this little station. Okay, that works. Just manually drop out of this. Kind of close to bother with the Super Cruise Assist. And yes, Serme is another one of my favorite streamers. She often plays Souls-like games, but not exclusively. I loved the Black Myth Wukong series. That is an amazing game. That is a game you don't want backseating on, at least from a narrative perspective. The story is incredible. The characters are incredible. The music is stunning. It is an absolute crime that it did not win Game of the Year. I no longer respect the Game of the Year award specifically because that game did not win the awards it deserved. So yes, her playthrough of that was amazing. She's done some Elden Ring, Small Land, Night Rain, Monster Hunter Wilds, not Witcher yet, but that feels like a possible genre. And similarly to just the kind of thing I'm drawn to, just kind of a chill vibe. I just look for nice people. Nice people that I want to hang out with and just kind of put them on and listen and be mellow. So yeah, that's who I tend to gravitate to. I guess I should be scanning that guy, shouldn't I? I also need to resituate my phone so I can read chat more easily again. Oh. Trying to do too many things. Work two controls while manage a phone. There we go. Yeah, the mod view on mobile is deeply suboptimal from a stream management perspective. I may have to back out and go to just normal view for now. Yep, that's better. Oh yes, and so true, Serme. We are pushing through the week, getting towards the weekend, which will be great because Saturdays are Serme days. I love it. Saturday mornings I get to watch Serme stream, and then very often the guy with a shovel and I call him the professor, but Nicola J. Noctis will stream later in the day. So it's like three awesome people kind of all in a row. I am looking forward to Amaya getting back streaming. Amaya, are you going to be streaming like when you get home? So like early in the morning or before you go to work, kind of early in the night? I know that's kind of an awkward time slot for you, given the shift. I want to keep my eye on it. I'm trying not to sleep through it. Well, I mean, I need to sleep. But you know what I mean, like if at all possible, show up, because I do enjoy them. Late at night, okay. I will have to see. I'm gonna try to make them. If not, I do enjoy watching them later as VODs on Twitch. And I think you're uploading VODs now to your YouTube channel as well. Like the Witcher ones I've seen kind of go up. So that's really cool because I hate to see your streams just fall off from where Twitch doesn't keep them that long. I love that they can be archived and enjoyed just in the future because we get to enjoy your streams right now, but there are people who've yet to discover you, very sadly. And when they do, they will want to just go back and binge watch everything. So I think it's a wonderful thing to put your VODs up on YouTube. It may not seem like it. It may seem weird from a content creator perspective, but from us, our viewer perspective, like, yes, please. Sherman does that as well, and I think it's fantastic. It's like the Black Myth Wukong stuff that at this point has fallen off of Twitch, but I could watch that game over and over and over and never tire of it. And no, it's honestly, like I'm just a viewer. You've built a growing following since I discovered your channel. Like, that's all you. You're doing great. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing that. I don't have any suggestions that improve things. I'm just here flying around, trying not to shoot friendlies. What do we have going over here? Oh, they're ganging up on the friendly. I don't like that. We might be in trouble here. So, what do we have going on? Yeah, I think in this instance, my team is outgunned. Let's look for somebody who's damaged. That's Archer. All right, they're damaged and they're a threat. Incoming missile. Yep. I am now not paying attention to my systems, so I'm about to get blown up here. That's all right. A consequence of not being in VR as well. I'm not used to looking around the screen. I'm used to being able to move my head. But this is good. So, like, for anyone who doesn't play Elite Dangerous, you get to see how this happens. There's no offensive, like, you died in big red letters or anything scary. It's just, hey, your ship blew up. Here's what you lost. There was an escape pod. Oops, that was a pirate that I was using to bait for my big floaty boat senior. He didn't make it home. That's a shame. Lost a little bit of bounty, but that's okay. I mean, I can make that in minutes. And then it lets us continue. We can buy back through insurance our ship, which at this point you see, thanks to Floaty Boat Senior, I have plenty of credits. I don't need to worry about it. No big deal. Buy it back and then click continue, redeploy. And that's it. Like, it costs a little credits. Maybe like what, 1/10 or maybe 1/5 of what I had? I don't know, some small percentage. But it's nothing I can't make back almost instantly. We start at the last station that we were at. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to my my hull and shields, and I'll let myself get blown up. I was just starting to notice that it seemed like that instance was very unbalanced in favor of the opposition. And I was looking around for an enemy ship that was already damaged, and by the time I did that, I didn't. I was so far down, I had no shields, and I was down to like 30% hull. I didn't have time to do energy management and bail. So that's all just an attentive thing. How many merits do I have now? I don't think you lose merits when you die. You lose bounties. So merits would be under power play. I've got 10,000. Wait. Yeah. 105,219. So, oh, not for the CG. Oh, I don't know. Let me have a look at the CG stuff here. Oh yeah, maybe I did lose it because it still says I have 639 reinforcement for undermining effort. Now maybe I'd say maybe that only happens if you resolve a combat zone, but I've never done that. It also said, wait a minute, it's also bumped me up to the C tier. I was at the D tier at the start of today. Yeah, you're right. I think it doesn't refresh when you dock. So there's something funny about that because I was definitely in the top 100, and now it's saying I'm the top 75 percentile. So it's tracking it. We're fine. Everything's fine. It's all good. I think it was the second one. We'll give it a shot. But I'm not even mad. That was kind of my carelessness and getting used to flat screen again. It's almost like instinctive just to glance down and look at that when you're in VR, but on flat screen, it's not three-dimensional. I lose that 3D dimensionality, so I don't have the feel of where my stuff is, if that makes sense. And yeah, we're heading to the right one. Jerome Archer. Gonna burn off some speed, try to keep it in that top yellow bit. We can almost drop out. There we go. Get our guns out. Yeah, the point defense system is deactivating. So take a look at my power system here. I wonder if everything goes down. Well, I can't sacrifice life support. You know what? I'll turn off the kill warn scanner. I'd rather have point defense because I'm not so worried about the merits right now. I'm more interested in... wait a minute, are we not friends? Hang on. We should be friends. We're in the same squadron. How do I do... is it comms? Social... Depending invites. I feel like that should be here. Yeah, friends, you have no friends. Huh. Oh, hey. Yes, absolutely. That would be awesome. I think I just accepted. Yeah, that's great. Private group session. Yay, thank you. Oh, well, but see, the thing is, like, so for anyone who's not in Elite Dangerous and tuning in, as a new player, I stumbled onto Amaya's streams, and she was talking about this group that she created. Well, I don't want to say her specifically, because there were several people who cooperatively made it, like Garget. But they got together and they made a squadron, and they were nice enough to let me join. So I kind of pop in here, and I see when people come online and stuff like that, but I have yet to kind of be in-game with folks. And thinking of it, yeah, how do I know if I'm playing private or... Here, let's just go ahead and back out to main menu. You were in danger. That's okay. We'll drop back in. I don't want to... This isn't combat logging. We're fine. Oh, so Garget is the leader. Okay. I've talked to him on your Discord. He seems like a really nice guy. I haven't seen him in game yet. So this is a thing you can do, and I love this so much. It's so weird to say about a game menu, but they give you options. You can play and open with... You're just out there with NPCs and people, and it's the Wild West. There's no real rules. People can just attack you because they want to be pirates or whatever. You can play solo, where it's just you and only NPCs. There are training missions, so they can practice and learn things. If you just want to do combat, you can go right here and jump into close quarters combat with the arena mode, so you're not ruining people's day like many people do in open play. And then there's what I'm about to do here, which is there's a private group for the squadron. So I'm just going to hop in, and I will be in the same instance of our galaxy as Amaya or anyone else who's online with the squadron. So it's like a friends only kind of mode, which is very, very cool. I'm a big fan of the devs giving us those choices. I'm not opposed to PvP. Conceptually, I used to do a lot of it in first-person shooter land. Oh, you can see me on the map? Oh, now I'm curious. Let's see. So there I am. And... Wait a minute. Okay, so you're probably still in the bottom. There I marked from your expedition. Or I was going to meet you out there. I was like, yeah, I'll get there. I'm like, I don't have a ship that can reach it. Still have that bookmark. I bet there's a friends thing. It would be smart for there to be a friends thing. Bookmarks, colonies, fleet, active missions, user data map mode. It's probably right on screen, and I'm just overlooking it. So I think everyone should be more or less close to the same space who's doing the goal, because there's one system in particular that's under disagreement, shall we say. Speaking of which, yeah, I don't know. There may be a privacy setting, or it could just be actually, I say the most likely explanation is I'm doing something stupid because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so that's a vulture. He's taking some hits. Let's go ahead and deal with this guy. Good to see you getting back into the game too. Like, I mean, The Witcher is amazing. It's its own experience. Please enjoy that. Have fun. But I am very happy to see nice people in Elite Dangerous doing their thing. I wonder if there's any kind of squadron-based stat on how much we as a squadron influence the CG, even though we're fighting for different factions in theory. Oh, need to get... Yep, remember what you taught you. Power plant back up. Hello. Power plant's gone. And he's gone. Wow, that makes such a huge difference. See, now you should be able to see me. Probably just a setting you might have to toggle on Galaxy Map. You're probably right. There's a lot of that Galaxy Map I don't understand yet. That's Drum Archer. They're hurting. I wonder if this is going to be another instance that's not really working in our favor. Alright. Let's get power plant. Their power plant's at 23% already, so that's good. Now it's nothing. Worth it. Same? Oh, well, I don't know. Well, we can try to swap notes, but I think anything I know you already know. I'm fairly confident of that. And that's another thing. There are people who've had... Oh, yeah, definitely. Go eat, please. Have a good breakfast. You've earned it. And thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. No need to lurk, but you're always welcome. It's nourishment. And anyone who's viewing, if you're interested in Elite Dangerous and you want to learn more about the game, I'm learning. So if you enjoy that journey, by all means, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm here and I'll be making discoveries. But if you want to learn, check out Amaya's streams. She's the place to learn things about the game for sure. I need to configure shoutouts. I keep forgetting to do that. I guess because I think that my hands are going to be on sticks and VR is complicated, but I can bind that to a hotkey. That's not bad. I'll do that in the future. So yes, I'm myself a new to not just the game, but also streaming. At least streaming Elite Dangerous with all this technical complexity. So I'm still figuring things out. My apologies. I'll work on getting bots where they're less of a problem. There's power plant's gone. Let's see. Still got 50% hull. There we go. Oh, that is so nice. That is so much nicer than just hammering everything until it just falls apart because of zero hull. Power plant, 70%. 77%. And yes, like I feel like this is some beautiful symmetry here of Amaya going off to get breakfast, because very often I'll excuse myself to lurk and I'll go fix some like chocolate oat milk. Because your streams used to be fairly late at night for me, and I just fix some of that before bed. Haven't gotten through the shields to tap their power plant yet. Well, I'll go ahead and turn night vision back on, just so we can see things a little better. Now their shields are empty. Yeah, that's starting to hit power plant. Okay, so I do need to burst the shields before I can land module hits. It looks like. Their power plant's at 54%. Hull is even lower. We may just blow them from the hull before the power plant goes. Well, I say that. And then one volley takes the power plant down. Though I did have to tap them to 0 hull before they blew. Interesting. Who are you? Oh, you're not nice. You're not nice at all. You're probably gonna make a... Oh no, they are engaged on someone else. That's fair. Target their power plant, which is indicated by that little blue box on the ship. I should have pointed that out earlier. So if you are not using gimbaled weapons like me, which a lot of people frown on as kind of a newbie thing, but I'm a newbie, it kind of shows you where on the ship to target. And the cool people don't even need to know necessarily. They just, or they rather they do know. They don't need a targeting indicator. They know where to aim. Now we've got another vulture here. He's getting hit by some people. Try to help with that shield situation. It's boosting. And I'm getting tapped by something, but not bad. I am a little bit embarrassed that I just... Oh. He's way out there. Way out there. So yeah, he is targeting me. That I was paying such little attention last time I let myself get blown up. Which I did just tap, I believe, and that got me down to 40. A little bit of a bump. So I'll need to make sure that I'm keeping power to shields. Keep an eye on that. Disengage if I have to. Alright. I'm just going to try to stick with this guy now. And lay in some more module damage now that his shields are super low. Oh. Just took the shields down. Oh, incoming missile. Let's see if that point defense does its thing. Nope, I don't think it did. I think I got hit by that. So I'm now at 56% hull because of that bump. I think I will disengage here. So we're stowing our weapons, dumping all energy to engines, angling away from the furball, and just boosting as much as I can. We still have that vulture targeted, so I can see the rate at which I'm proceeding away from them. So we're off kind of on our own. I can choose to hang out here while my shields recharge. Put all energy into systems for shields coming back up. And see if anyone follows. If anyone was really, really concerned with me and tailing me, they will pop up on my radar here, which I'll move out to a more zoomed out state. But I think we're good. We're at 54% hull, which is not great, but it's enough we could get back in. Let's have a look at module damage. I mean, life support's at 99%, but everything else is fine. It's all healthy. So the only question then is if I can get my shields back up and how much ammo I have left, but I'm not really worried. I think that'll be fine. We're already at 97%, 99, and shields are back up at 50% charge. I'll keep that rolling as I move back in and try to find somebody that I can kind of gang up on with. Ideally Spec Ops wings, since you get those bonuses. But we'll see. It looks like the enemy team is doing better in this instance, so they will be ganging up on me at various times, I think. That looks like a good potential target. Let's vector in on this fellow. Oh, I'm already under attack again. 63%. Yeah, I'm taking some good hits here. So let's go ahead and bail and rearm and oh, atmosphere restored. I guess I had some. Yeah, I must be taking module damage. Someone must have hit my my life support. So let's go ahead and head back, repair, rearm, refuel, and then we'll make our way back. Because I'm sure that I was running low on ammo anyway. Good opportunity. Yeah, you're right. Defeating the enemy Spec Ops, I probably should target them first. My mentality was look for the little fish and get the small fries first, but it seems like the ships keep spawning in, so that doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm getting anything out of the way. I should target the Spec Ops and get that thing done so I can get its little bonus. And if nothing else, I can hop in and out and just do that repeatedly. Because this is not a terribly long trip. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I turned off the polls, just because it's so close. I don't want to be bothering people with that spam. I intended those to be more helpful for long trips. And I say polls, but I mean the educational quiz system that I put together. All right, let's ask for docking. Oh, there's no line, no waiting. How nice. We're heading to landing pad 3. Oh, different orientation than I was expecting. That's okay. We can make it work. And here we go. Whoop. Need to reverse. Curious if my CG merits update once you dock. I don't think they will. I suspect that maybe I lost those from the death, but I will give it a look to see, because that's something that would impact everyone playing the community goal. Let's see here. Okay, so it says 1206 instead of 600 something, so that doubled where I was. So that updated. That's good to know. And I've got fresh ammo. Full repair. Back out we go. It was the second power conflict zone. Oops, need to put it back in forward drive. And since I'm having fun flying, I enjoy docking. I have to say, do look into something called power curves once you get your stick set up. If you find it's kind of awkward, you have to really slam the sticks all the way to the extreme sides of the range of motion to get anywhere. Power curves let you define how much response you get out of different positions of the stick. So by default, they're usually like 1-to-1, where dead center is 0 and then the wall is 100. But you can adjust that to, instead of being linear where it's curved, and you get more response. So you can have great sensitivity close to the center, so you can be precise for shooting or landing or things like that. But then also a lot of response on the extreme end for better maneuverability in turns and things like that. And that should help things out a little bit. Unfortunate. Wait a minute. I'm in my helmet. Why is my life support system offline? That absolutely should not be the case. That was odd. You know, let me double check this while I'm here. Okay, thrusters, shields, cannons. Only one shield booster should be on because of power management right now. I need to do some engineering to make that possible. The rest of this makes sense. Okay, fair enough. There's somebody who's taken some damage, so we'll just head on out towards them. Oh, you know what? We were just talking about it. I should be looking for Spec Ops people. How do I know Spec Ops people? Well, right now it doesn't even say that as a goal. I think I have to be fighting for a little bit for Spec Ops to show up. So we'll just deal with these guys for the moment. The shields are down. Oh, yep. Target his power plant. Which, my goodness, it's down to 42% just from 2 volleys of the frag cannons, and it's gone. Yeah, man, I mean, frag cannons have limited ammo, but it is very efficient for combat. So if it's something you enjoy, like, it's helping me enjoy more of an arcadey experience. There are people who could do this with rail cannons, and the timing there is just amazing, and I don't have it. But for me, this is fun. And Maya says I'm correct. I think that's related to I had to fight a little bit. Oh, it says protect Allied correspondence. Okay, so that's the goal here. Well, that means we just kill ships. Why are you not letting me select different... Okay. Our distributor, life support, frame shift drive, power plant. There we go. Tapped him a little bit. That's okay. Still at 80% shields. Just kind of looking at my system panels rather than watching closely. I think he's boosting, so we'll adjust. There we go. I'm not doing a whole lot of power plant damage, but it is kind of a big ship, to be fair. And I've got him down to 32% hull, so we'll probably just hull the ship anyway. Down to 1%. I'll let the others finish that off. I won't waste a full volley for 1%. Yep. There we go. And protect Allied correspondence 3-3, so I think we got the bonus for that. I'm not entirely sure how it happened, but I'll take it. Once you have extra materials in your inventory, it's pretty common to synthesize ammo while fighting. You know, I need to look into that too. I'll probably be a search on Anara website to figure out what materials make ammo for the frag cannons and what frag cannons are called. It even feels weird targeting in flat screen because I'm used to just looking and clicking. But that's a really good suggestion. I should do that before my next go at this, my next stream. Figure out a way to make this more sustainable instead of having to hop back and forth all the time. Is anyone engaging? Well, we are now. It's Ferdinand, he is boosting. I really like the design of the ships in this game. They make so much sense. Like the Fer-de-Lance and the Cobras, and even the Pythons to some degree, they're so flat on the nose that when you're shooting with something that has spread, like the frag cannons, you can really see the benefit of that, that it's hard to get a lot of solid hits on such a small profile. And that just makes sense. I'm sure it's tempting to be like, well, it's in space, shape doesn't matter, just make them a circle or a blob or whatever, but the attention to detail, it's the little things. Just keep killing stuff. Yep, I'm down for that. I'm accepting, like, to try to take the pressure off. Oh, there's a voucher received. Oh, okay, from completing the thingy. Alright, that's cool. I'm trying to accept that I'm not going to do this perfectly. I'm not going to be in the top percentile. I'm not aiming to be. But this is the first community goal that I participated in. And I just want to get my feet wet into that, where I know that even if I'm in a solo mission or the private group where it's just our squad, there are potentially thousands of other human beings out there attempting to work with us or against us. And just kind of enjoy that experience for what it is. Because the last one I remember, I think, was a mining thing, and I still haven't figured mining out, being honest. So I'm working on it. Oh, I tacked over to their shield booster rather than their power plant. There we go. So I thought, well, this is about shooting ships. I've shot pirates. I can shoot things. This is manageable. And yes, Sir says, so long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. And thank you. That's very true. And I'm trying to avoid games that only enrage me and only play things that are enjoyable. And this is definitely enjoyable, but it has the pro and con of being what it is. Where we were playing in a galaxy, it feels both like densely populated and fantastically empty at the same time. So that's where squadrons are cool, where you can have friends to play with. And Amaya says she's finished the final engineering touches on this ship An excited list of up. Yes, you will be an absolute monster in that thing. You posted the specs for it in Discord, and I looked that over. It's like, oh yeah, this is like my ship. And I started reading more closely, like, except that's better, and that's better, and that's better. I was like, oh, this thing's gonna be amazing. So I'm excited to see you out there doing stuff in the dark. Punishing people for being, I don't know, the evil bad guys? I guess, like, you know, you're part of one faction and the other guys are bad guys. Whatever, you know, whatever the politics of the universe are. Alright, they're almost done too. So, power distributor, we want power plant. I think it's usually 7 or 8 clicks from, if you scroll from the bottom up. The power plant seems to be faster if you scroll in reverse than going from top to bottom on modules. Just working on a better angle for this shot. There we go. That went pretty well. Trying to be conscientious of my ammo supply. They're at 1%. Someone else can finish that off. There we go. Nice. Teamwork. Let's see. Viper Mark IV. Small ship, but very agile. Sort of hard to keep track of in a larger ship like the Python, but ambush tactics work. So I can turn, but not nearly as fast as they can. Power plant targeted. I'm not getting super close to them. Of course, it is a very small ship, so I'll just make a pass and, even though suboptimal, lay some shot in. Barely tapped them. Maybe if I try to match boost, stick on their tail. I have a hard time seeing when ships boost when I've got the night vision on. It's kind of a pro and con situation. Oh, I think that they're dead in the water at this point. I think they're sitting duck. Their modules got trashed. Yeah, they're just cruising on into oblivion. Impressive that a ship so small can take that many hits, though. It really is.
You got him. Well done, Commander.
I guess another thing I should say is, yeah, you can always boop the 1%. I often do. The Python Mark II is so forgiving in terms of shield and hull. It's very nice. It's very idiot-proof, no pun intended. We've got another Mark IV. That's kind of odd maneuvering. Oh, but no, he's got power. All right. His frameshift drive is 0. Power plant's 45%. He's hurting. Let's get in a little closer. There we go. That's what I'm used to with a smaller ship. That if I can get a good angle on him, you can just lay in shot, and it's just kind of one pass. Who are we ganging up on now? Okay. Frameshift drive. Next click is power plant. And I sometimes overshoot that a little bit because it is a mouse wheel, so, you know, touchy. Also, I mean, hey, it's a used throttle from eBay, but I'm not going to complain with 26 bucks. It's like I think still like 170 or more dollars new, and they're really nice. It completely changed the experience of playing the game. It is so much more immersive, and it just feels good. That's the thing. Like I think I said before that it seems like the best pilots in the game are still using mouse and keyboard, and that's kind of the meta. But I don't need to be the best pilot. I just want to have fun. And for me, it feels really good to have that tactile control where I am manipulating the stick and throttle, and I'm feeling that response in the game. It's just great. Like this guy, I'm right on his 6, but I don't want that flat edge. I'll try to get under with some thrusters. Oh, and he knew what I was doing. That was clever. His shields are down, holds at 30. Oh, his power plant's off. There we go. There we go. That's all we needed. Just a different angle. No problem.
Good shooting, Commander.
This guy looks like he's being something's. Whoa, something is tapping me. All right, so let's switch to engaging threats. I have a direction on my hat that should only show me ships. Yep, shooting at me. That's him. Don't know where I picked this guy up. So, his shield's still up, surprisingly. Not anymore. Hull's down to 69%. We're taking some shield damage as well, but I think we can tank that pretty efficiently, even without moving more energy to shields. I think we're still at 27%-ish. I'm just doing a little bit of juking with my thrusters. Yep, in case he does a kinetic energy attack like that. I don't like being in this jousting situation, but alright, we can do it. I think I'll put 1 pip into shields to help regen those a little better. Oh, I don't have his power plant selected. Interesting, okay. I mean, the odds of me hitting it with this edge-on angle are not very high anyway. But that's okay. I mean, his hull's gonna go. Oh, especially when I've got a shot like that. Yeah, that's a shot I was looking for. Yeah, you get a sideways angle on that. That's amazing. Alright, is there anyone actively engaging me? Supposedly this ship has taken pot shots at me. Who are you? Okay, so he's targeting me. Let's do a little bit of pip management here. Let's get... I don't need all that much power to weapons right now, because frag cans are very efficient. Yeah, I think this guy has taken some module damage. He's just kind of floating in space here. Yeah. There we go. Be done. Be gone. There we go. Giving a little bit of a boop. Alright, so what I'm trying to do is just get my shields charging up a little more nicely as I'm kind of casually flying around. Are you actively? Yeah, you are. You're a problem. That's unfortunate. Power plant. I like how the power plant also is not always placed symmetrically on the ship. It's kind of interesting how you can infer the engineering choices based on the ship design and where the modules are. This one being pretty off to the right. Well, I say right, but I guess from the perspective of if you were sitting in the cockpit, it would be to your right aft side. I might just get a few more shots in and then think about wrapping things up. I know this is kind of grindy, but I thought it'd be fun. Just trying to get in on the community goal, which, again, I had no idea how to do, so thanks for all the tips here. And see what I can do in terms of the contributions after I dock again. I'm curious to see how that number goes up based on the number of ships that I've engaged and that kind of thing. Oh yeah, let's go for a better angle shot here. Oh, his shields came back online. That's unfortunate, but now they're offline again. We're just going to dance with them. I'm almost out of ammo anyway, so yeah, perfect timing. We'll wrap this guy up. Oh, someone fired a missile at him. I think that was a missile. I have not tried to use missiles yet. And there we go. Nice. So we'll retract our stuff. All power to engines and systems. We don't need power in weapon systems anymore. Flip down my safety cover on my weapon system trigger on my stick. And now let's find our way back to Didman Gateway. Unless something changes about the system day to day, I may likely stay in the system and just kind of farm this place for a while. Just kind of chill and hang out. But it is fun. Honestly, this is nice. It's kind of mellow. Yeah, it's combat, but it keeps you engaged. It's something to do. I'm sure I'd be sweating more if I had a different ship. Like if I was using my Cobra or like a Sidewinder or something, I would be very concerned. But in a Python Mark II, even as lightly engineered as this thing is, it's not that bad. And we'll make enough to get some sort of benefit of some kind from the group thing. We won't get like top tier, but we'll get something. So let's have a look before we dock. That still says 1206. Okay. 1206 contribution. Oh no. Someone's already using the docking pad. That's fine, you can scan. I've got no contraband, I'm not a pirate. It's all good. Yeah, someone's in the hangar. It's a Python. They're kind of neat. I mean, this is Mark II, so it's very similar in design. Oh, I need to wait for the pad to reorient. That's okay, sure. There we go. Oop. I was not careful about that late pull. And I've kind of gotten stuck on it. There we go. Which, shame on them for putting massive poles where spaceships dock. Alright, so we are fully repaired, refueled, rearmed. Now let's have a look and see if that refreshed progress on our contributions. Not yet. It still says 1206, but I believe that it's going to register that more was done. So that's interesting, and that's fine. There's a little bit of latency. I know that the game does write to a journal file, and free camera is E. Okay. Just for funsies while I'm chatting on my way out here. The journal file keeps information about where you are and what you're doing, and that's what I hook into with the quiz thing. When the game updates the journal file, I'll know that something's changed, and I look to see if it's a hyperspace jump or a supercruise jump, and if it is, then that's when I fire off a quiz. So it's kind of neat how things work under the hood, and I love that the developers make that accessible to us. It could be very mean and demand some kind of crazy anti-cheat thing, but not really needed. Not with this community. It's kind of exciting just to see all of the things like NRA and I'm trying to think of the other stuff like EDM, EDMI, I think maybe, but all the plugins you can get to add to your experience of the game. But I think I may call that there for the day. And I would like to thank Sirme and Abaya for showing up. I really do appreciate it. It's nice to have company. I think I see why you enjoy streaming. It's kind of fun to play with friends. So thank you. That was really neat. Looking forward to both of your streams coming up. It is getting towards the weekend, so hopefully, maybe, cough, cough, no pressure, we'll see some more Amaya and Sirme streams. That would be great. But for now, I think I will leave it here. Maybe pick up another day or two and see if we can progress our ranking with the community goal. So thank you one and all, and I appreciate your patience with the technical concerns. I'm hoping that by next time I'll have the VR stuff figured out and all the updates will be good. So until next time,